program called?
Good evening, Father.
Good evening to you.
How are you?
I'm very well, Latif.
It's my pleasure to have you here on the Vibe Stock Show.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to meet you.
What are the things that you look at in this generation, and you like if you compare to your generation to ours? What are the things that have changed and they are really affecting the youths?
Okay. I think we're all affected by more or less the same things. But I think the issue for youth is what are they going to do in life? What sort of income are they going to have? What sort of job are they going to have? Because we have a lot of people coming out of school, coming out of university, and some people have dropped out of school because of whatever. So I think for young people, people should really be thinking of what is their passion, what is the skills they have, and how they can use these to build a business or to generate an income. Because at the end of the day, it's very bad that young people should be begging and should be depending on other people. So I think it's very important to discover who you are, to discover your passion, and begin to do something that generates an income.
What's your advice to the youth, like to someone who is still in school and is like to a young person who's getting out of school and entering the other side of the world?
I think when you come out of school, obviously you're looking for a job or you want to start to be independent. I think it's very good to just volunteer somewhere. When you come out of school, just go to a shop, to an office, to anyone and say, I want to volunteer. And you just say, don't pay me, but I want to be here to get knowledge and to network with people, because at the end of the day, it's who you know. So if you volunteer somewhere, you'll get to know people and they'll get to know who you are. And people might appreciate you and give you a job or give you an opportunity. Because you can't, opportunities do not come to you. You have to discover where they are, where you are. There's always an opportunity where you are. And I always say, use what you've got to get what you don't have.
Start with the little you have.
Use what you've got, because everybody has something. So use what you've got to get what you don't have. And always look inside for the resources. Always look at the brain you have, the strength you have, the ideas you have. Be confident and just start somewhere, because when you start, even if you make mistakes, you'll learn. But if you never start, but the important thing is to be independent and have your own income.
What things don't the youth know about life? What are some of the things youth are confused about life?
Well, sometimes young people think that something is going to come to them free. Either, some look at their parents and what the parents have and they think, oh, this is going to be mine one day. And that's not a good way of thinking. Or sometimes young people may learn some habits of, getting things in a crooked way. And they think it's easy. It's easy to be rich, or it's easy to be famous, or it's easy to be a celebrity. So people want to be up here and they're down here and they feel that they can just jump,
It's like those ladders, you have to climb one by one.
Exactly.
The other floor.
I was once a youth. I'm now 69.
Yeah. Next
year I'll be 70.
70. Well, am I invited with the bag?
You're most welcome. I don't know where it will be. Maybe it will be at your house. I don't know. So I've come a long way.
Yeah.
When I was young, I didn't think of becoming a priest. It came later. That's another thing, that God can surprise you.
Yeah.
Because I went to the seminary when I was 30.
30.
30. 30.
30.
Yeah.
I had like that.
And before that, I did different kinds of jobs. I had the opportunity to be abroad, so I worked in different jobs. But later on in life, I discovered that God was calling me to a very special kind of role that I'd never thought of. So God can surprise you and make you something you never thought you would be.
My last question: what advice do you have for your 10-year-old self?
For my 10-year-old self,
Yeah.
you mean if I was 10 years old? Or
What advice would you give to yourself?
well, I think the first thing is be open to learn. There's what we call generation gap. So sometimes young people, they find it difficult to learn from older people.
Yes.
So if you're 10 years old, open your ears, your mind, and your heart, and learn from the experience of the older people.
And listen.
There's a lot that can be learnt. You don't have to go to school. You just have to interact with older people, and you get the knowledge.
Okay, your last one.
Well, I thank you for this initiative. It's very good. Thank you so much for trying to address the youth. This is one way. The youth are not the future; they are the present, and you are the present. I can see you're doing everything, and may God bless you, Latif.
Amen.
Okay,
Amen. That's your last one.
that's my last word. Bye.
Bye bye.